Hi there, welcome back. Um, Nice to see you again, grade 6. Last session we talked about electricity and different connections, the series connection and the parallel connection, and how to use it, and why we use the parallel connection in our homes. Today we're gonna talk about dangers of electricity and how to deal with it. As you can see, we have here the objectives for this lesson. Tabulate the benefits or uses of electricity in our daily life, and also we're gonna compare between the electric conductors and electric insulators and apprise the precautions in dealing with electricity. Here, a lot of energies in our daily life have benefits and danger if we use them without precautions. So we should take all the precautions when we deal with electricity. Here, the benefits or the uses of electricity in our daily life. As you know, that we use the electricity in cook and preserve it, as we reserve it in the refrigerator or to keep it cold, and also it's used to light our houses, factories, the street, and using in operating machines as television, radio, washing machine, a lot of toys which we use it with batteries. It also use the electricity. So the most important thing to can compare between the electric conductors and electric insulators. We have a circuit, and last session we talked about the components of the circuit, and we said it's consists of battery and lamp and switch and copper wire. But what will happen if we, instead of the switch, we put a piece of copper? What do you think? The lamp will light? Of course, because copper is electric conductor. But what if we place it with a piece of plastic or rubber or wood? It will lamp. The bulb, it will not light, because these materials are insulators. They don't allow the electricity to flow through them. So if I want to compare between the electric conductors and the electric insulators, the electric conductors, they are the materials that allow the flow of electricity through them, as all metals, iron, copper, aluminum, lead, all metals are electric conductors. And also water. Water is an example of electric conductors. And for the electric insulators, they are the materials that don't allow electricity to flow through them. So if we take a look about the wires that we have it in home, if you look at the wire, you will notice that the material that inside the plastic, it's copper. It's copper material, which is electric conductor. So electric wire is made of copper, which is a conducting materials of electricity, but it covered with plastic, which is an insulating material. So here we can take a look at this video and how to make and use the electricity. So as you see, the difference between the electric conductors and the electric insulators. Here we have to know that electricity is something very useful, and we have to use it with taking all the precautions, because electricity, it has a lot of it's very dangerous. It's something has bad effect also, or side effect, if we can't deal with electricity. So don't play with electricity. Dangers resulting from the wrong use of electricity, it causes direct injuries, which is like the electric fires, electric shock, and electric burns, which is something leads to this. So we have to take all the precautions when we deal with electricity. So if I ask you about dangers of electricity, it causes two things: direct injuries and indirect injuries. Direct injuries, which are electric fires, electric shock, and electric burns. And for the indirect, it's something that is resulting from the using electricity, like falling down from the ladder due to the electric shock, for example. Let us start first with electric fires and what's the reason for this. They are fires that occurs as a result of increasing in temperature of electric machines. Give me examples of anything or the electric machines that produce heat or something depend on thermal energy. For example, the electric iron or the electric heater. So the reasons of electric fires, we putting the electric machine that generate heat near to flammable material, like the curtains, like the carpet, whatever. So the electric iron, electric heater, we shouldn't put it near to flammable materials. And also, if we plugging more than one machine to one socket, this cause electric overload. So wires heat up, causing fires. Number three, if you forget to disconnecting the electric current from machines that generates heat, cause increasing in temperature of machines that cause also fires. So we have to take all the precautions when we use these machines. So sand is used to put out the electric fires. What do you think? What's the reason? Because water, as we said, it's a good conductor of electricity. So we can't use it to put out the fires, because water is not used as a good conductor, or it's a conductor of electricity, so it will increase the fire. So water is used to put out the regular fires, but not the electric fires. Number two, the electric shock. One of the electric dangers occur due to passing electric current through human body. The reason for this, part of your body touches non-insulating wire. We said that we have to cover the wire with insulating material as plastic. So when you touch an non-insulating wire that has electric current, and another part of your body touching the ground, it causes also electric shock. And if part of your body touch non-insulated wire that has electric current, and other part of your body touch material conducting electricity and connecting to the ground, it also cause electric shock. And if you touch non-insulating wires that have electric current, also it causes electric shock. As we said, or as we talked before, that the human body is good conductor, because you know that 70% of the body contains water. So the body is it can easily conduct the electricity through it. So the harms of electric shock depends on the strength of the electric current that passes through the human body, and the time taken by the electric current to pass through a human body. Number 3, we said the electric burns. Burns resulted from electricity and cause damage to the body tissues, which is very bad for the body. And the reasons for this electric burns: number 1, part of your body touches a source of electric current directly. As you touch directly something, generates electricity without an insulating material. So electric burn happens as a result of electric shock. It's something depends on the electric shock. So maybe part of your body touch fire or spark resulting from the electric current, or part of your body touch electric machine that generates heat, as electric iron or electric heater, as we said. So it's something depends on the electric shock or the fires or the electric fires. So, and we said that we have to take all the precautions when we deal with electricity. Number 1, don't place flammable material close to machines that generates heat, which is very important. And also don't place several connections in the same socket, and don't insert metallic objects in the socket, especially for children. They don't know how to deal with electricity, so we have to keep them away. And number 3, don't touch the electric machines that are connected to the electric current with wet hand. As we said, with water is good conductor of electricity. Number 4, don't play with the electric connections, and don't leave the wires neck and not insulated with any materials from the insulated material. And don't try to fix or clean any electric machine while connected to the electric current, which is very logic. Number 6, don't place the electric wires extending on the ground, as anyone can trip on them while walking. So, and also don't place a piece of plastic or a piece of metal in the socket. We have to place a piece of plastic in the socket to prevent inserting another body in it, especially for children. They don't realize or recognize here's danger, so we have to keep them away from the sockets. Here's all about the precautions that we have to take it when we deal with electricity. I hope you got the lesson. It's very simple. Thank you for listening. See you next session, inshallah.